I'm going to Africa.
Where's my bag?
Their friends didn't want them to go empty-handed. Brenda rallied her friends and arrived with a check to buy 71 desks for the school at Angolo.
And all of these people on these sheets have donated at least one desk. So I have some pins.
Others donated maps, soccer balls, and books.
These are candies for the children at Angolo school because they don't often get something good to eat. All they eat is like vegetables and meat. They haven't even had one piece of candy in their life.
Ryan was told he would have to fit all the gifts in his suitcase or leave them behind. Ryan was not going to let that happen. Cradled by mountains, Uganda is often called the Pearl of Africa. It's home to the source of the largest river in the world, the Nile. It is a country of contradictions. 1/3 of Uganda is covered in water, and yet in the northern regions, only 3 out of 10 people have access to clean drinking water. Typically, the welcome is as warm as the weather.
Good to see you. Welcome to Africa.
Hiza, who met Ryan in Ottawa 2 years before, is thrilled to see him here in Uganda.
Thank you so much for coming. The trip was wonderful.
Good, good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good, good. You're gonna like it. You must be tired.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
That's good.
Ryan is excited as they set out to travel north to a camp closer to the site of his well and to a meeting with his pen pal, Jimmy. Everyone has heard about this boy from Canada.
You should expect more than what you think you are going to see. The arrangement is great. The school has arranged, the parents has participated, and Ryan relationship is now a big relationship between Ryan and the entire community of Apache now. Just in appreciation of what Ryan has done.
That one standing there is your friend, all right?
Jimmy?
He's your friend.
Really, I was looking forward to the most was really meeting my pen pal, Jimmy Akana. I've been writing for Jimmy, and I really wanted to see what he looked like.
Shortly after arriving in Uganda, Ryan learned that Jimmy was an orphan, being raised by his aunt. Jimmy hadn't mentioned this in his letters. For Jimmy, the relationship with Ryan has changed his life. He now has higher status in the village. After all, he is the pen pal of the boy who has brought water to their community.
This is your well. You read it.
Ryan's Well, funded by Ryan H.
Yeah.
For
the community
from
of Angolo.
Primary School.
Yeah.
The crowd applauds and approves of this new inauguration of the well. It's now official because Ryan is here. And to them, the two boys symbolize the bond between two communities, two schools, two nations.
Thank you. Thank you.
People from surrounding villages turn out to thank Ryan and to show him how much the well means to them. A song has been written to commemorate his visit. The people in the villages surrounding Angolo have reason to rejoice. Now they have clean water at Ryan's well. But in many other areas, even in the same district, women still have to walk several kilometers just to get to a watering hole like this one. The scene at the watering hole was one that Ryan would never forget.
The thing that scared me most was when I saw where the people were getting their water. I couldn't believe it. They were drinking from the lake. Their buckets were going in and coming out. There were like almost 10 or 5 people there at every second, and they were dipping their buckets in and carrying them back. All I have to do is 9 steps, and there, I have it. They have to take even like 100 steps even to get to the watering hole for dirty water. It's terrible.
This is Ryan's drilling rig in operation. He reached that goal too, and takes comfort in the fact that the new well will soon provide safe water for people in these villages, just like Angolo. Impressed with the efficiency of this new rig, Ryan's mind races ahead. He's heard about something even bigger and better.
There's a drilling truck I could do, and it will drill, well, even deeper than a drilling rig. Even than automatic drilling. It would even drill deeper than that.
Ryan's well has meant a lot more than just clean water for the children of Angolo Primary School.
First of all, the school didn't have any water point. So during lunchtime, people were walking something like 5 kilometers to get safe drinking water. So by the time they come back to the class, every day they would lose something like 1 to 2 hours. The safe water has improved the life of the children. It has also increased the performance of the school because now they can concentrate more. Now they have more time for kids to stay in the class. And also it has created some morale within the pupils because they know if this young child could produce this, then we could also do something. So it's a lesson to them.
It was just so different because I heard that they were dying and stuff, and when I got there, it just gave me an inspired feeling because I saw happy they were, inspired they were, and that they had clean water.
Yes, good morning, class.
Good morning, sir. This morning we are very privileged to have our friend Ryan, who is with us now. Can we clap for him? That's good.
It was really crowded and a little bit small. And there was only one chalkboard and 3 desks, and the 3 desks were shared by 3 students. My guess is they all shared turns in the desks.
Since the well went in, the school enrollment has jumped to 1,700 students from 1,000. As soon as Ryan realizes that there aren't enough classrooms for all the new students, he starts planning for the future. The first step, a meeting with the principal, George Opinyi.
Because we cannot put these desks outside the classes because we don't have enough classrooms. I would prefer we have classrooms first, then we buy desks later and put them inside.
How much does it cost for each classroom?
Classroom costs this one here. Costs 32 million Uganda shillings.
Can we buy materials for it, like mud or walls or hay to build it on top, and then build it like that manually just to buy the equipment? Would that cost less?
I think that will be better and cheaper. Then the community will get involved in making bricks.
How about I save some money and then I come back and hand it to you for a classroom?
This boy is really a wonderful boy for that. The boy has done a lot of miracles, which the government could not even do. So actually, I don't know how, what insight he has was being taught, and then he got the concept of the lesson. He felt it in his own heart, and then he started to raise money. He felt it actually.
We wish you success, Johnny. We wish you success, Johnny.
I felt sad when I was leaving Africa because I wanted to stay and spend more time with Jimmy.
Now, we have come to a time when we have to part with our very best friend who has done a lot for us in this school. And that is in the person of Ryan. You can imagine a young boy like this. If you can get the initiatives, what teachers teach him in the class, he can go and apply it to convince big people to help him to come and assist the poor people of Africa or any part of the world. I'm also saying that you in Angolo Primary School should do the same also. I am saying that the people of Angolo and the community at large are so grateful to you that from now they're taking you as their son and brother for what you have done to them. They will never forget you. And we have now made it a must that every year, on the 27th of July every year, Angolo Primary School will be marking Ryan's Day. Every year from next year, on the 27th of July, we shall have Ryan's Day in this school.
Within a week of his return from Uganda, Ryan is back on the speaking circuit as a keynote speaker at a conference for teenage volunteers.
Of people. I know that I am lucky because I was born in a country that had lots of clean water. This world belongs to all of us. I pray at night for clean water, not just for my family, but for every single family on earth. My message is that if we all help really hard and we all pitch in just a little bit, we can get clean water for all of Africa.
Children across Canada understand his message and have been inspired by his example. They've even started campaigns of their own.
It was the day before Valentine's Day, and I was making his card, and I had a couple of dollars, and I thought I would help Ryan out with his well.
A young girl who's 11 has just called in to say that she's close to $1,000. She lives in Carp.
I'm building a well, just like Ryan.
Mom, can I see before a well like Ryan?
My school is collecting to help our friends in Africa.
An 8-year-old Ottawa area boy has done what few adults can do. He has inspired others to adopt his cause of clean water for the world's children. Today, Ryan Hreliac met one of his fans, a 5-year-old boy who has raised more than $250 all by himself.
I feel great because he's doing a great job earning his goal. It was a hard job earning my goal, and he earned his goal too. Me too, everybody. He always comes back. He's really strong for a little guy. But he's not little. That's the point. Little people can do big jobs. You don't need to be a grown-up before anybody listens to you. You can be a kid and you can be more responsible as an adult. Only if you try. And I know what that means now.
Uganda, oh yeah. Canada, oh yeah. Uganda, oh yeah. Canada, oh yeah. Canada's what looking for. We're going to